Howdy, two viewers. Tonight's video is a review of a movie that I just finished watching, like, I don't know, 5 minutes ago. So, Rob Zombie's films, seems like with a lot of people, you either like Rob Zombie's films or you don't. I, for one, I'd say, overall a fan of his films, whatever one they may be. And I think I'm a fan of his films because he has such heart, that he basically makes films that he wants to see, and, he really doesn't care, I don't think, what the critics and reviews and any other of that shit for his films are. He makes films that he would want to see. And I think that when he made this, I don't think the public really knew what to expect. I kind of call this a subtle Rob Zombie film. It's not as in your face as, say, a Devil's Rejects or the Halloweens with, like, the gore, the brutality, and whatnot. It's a more subtle, a more hammerish 70s vibe to this film. Of course, Sherry Moon Zombie, she's enjoyable. She's usually enjoyable in whatever she's in, whether it's Rob Zombie or it's the remake of, like, Toolbox Murders, whatnot. She's always really cool. This has a really fun cast. Bruce Davison, Ken Foree, who's one of my all-time favorites, Dee Wallace, Meg Foster, who is in They Live, and she's just, she's fantastic. But I really enjoyed this film. Going into it, I wasn't sure, because it's kind of a toss-up with Rob Zombie. You never really know what you're going to get. So, there's a little Satanism in this. There's some blood. There's bits of gore, but nothing that I think is extreme. The music is really good in this. The Lords of Salem, or the Lord's theme, has a very folky black metalish vibe that obviously I dig. I don't know what to expect next from old Rob Zombie. After seeing this and then comparing it with his other stuff, Rob Zombie is definitely, with this movie, I think here, somebody who, rips into his films for whatever reason should probably see this and then, just take a step back and think, well, gee, Rob Zombie can actually make a pretty good film. Now, like I said, I like his other stuff. Some of it more than others, but I think all in all, they're all well done. They definitely don't hurt the horror genre. I think anything he's done adds to it and builds onto the horror genre, But pretty much everybody in this film was really well cast. Even Michael Berryman from The Hills Have Eyes and Sid Haig from other Rob Zombie stuff are in this. Don't know if you'll be able to recognize them or not, but they're definitely in this. But I was just really surprised that I liked this as much as I did. I was going to compare it to his other films, but like I said, it has a really hammerish vibe to it. So, all in all, I think, like this quote on the back of this says here, the best movie to date by director Rob Zombie. I think I'm probably going to have to agree with that quote. I really hope that somewhere down the road there is a special edition of this, because this only comes with an audio commentary, but I would love to see a behind the scenes making of on this. I think it would be really fun to see. I'd just like to know, more about the making of this and whatnot. If you don't know what this is about, it just, Salem, Massachusetts, the witch trials, etc., etc. There's a bloodline. Like most satanic movies, there's a baby that needs to be born to carry on Satan's rage. So yeah, if you like Rob Zombie to begin with, just go ahead and watch this because you're probably going to enjoy this. I don't know why you wouldn't. And if you're not a fan of Rob Zombie, if you're like, I detest him, he can't do nothing right, he's a pool of shit, watch it. Give it a chance. Let it pull you in. Let it take you on the ride that it offers. And I think in the end, when the roller coaster has stopped, I think perhaps you will enjoy this. I live in Salem. Unfortunately, not the one with all the witches. Oh yeah, also don't watch this if you're opposed to a bunch of naked, wrinkly, old witch flesh, old witch titties, and butts wrinkling around. There's enough of that in this to tide me over for 3-4 films of naked witches. Fun stuff. Check it out. I don't really think I have anything else to say. Cheers.